Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to start part 4, framing, building a house by myself. And this is going to be, I think 3 days, or no, I'm sorry. This is going to be 4 days worth of video. And we're going to be doing a couple rake walls and also the front wall. And yeah, let's get started.
There he goes, it's a working man. Trying to make a living any way he can, and he'll break his back for $1 or $2. Oh, there ain't no shame in what he do. Oh, work it out.
Now this video is for entertainment purposes only, and today we're going to do 2 rake walls. And we can't normally. It's a lot easier to build the whole wall on the floor, and then basically raise the whole thing up, or at least half the wall on the floor and raise it up and then put it in place. But because I'm in the middle of the building now, I don't have enough room to build it on the floor and raise it up with the braces that I have all over the place. So basically what I'm doing is I'm cutting the whole wall on the floor, and I got some string lines on the floor, and I'll show you that in a minute. And then I basically just go and stick frame this thing. I cut it all on the floor and then stick frame it with the blocks in place. And that seemed to work pretty good. And I'm sure there's better ways to do it. But I'm by myself, and this seemed like the easiest way for me. Right here you can see I'm raising up the sticks and basically getting them nailed down. Pretty easy this way. What I do is I basically nail the blocks onto the stick and then raise it up and then nail them off. And that seemed to work pretty good. Right here I'm nailing the top plate up there. It was a really nice day this day, actually. Every time I turned around there was turkeys running by and some deer. When I was standing up on the ladder, I could actually see deer on my mountain just cruising around. It's pretty neat to work up here even by yourself. I'm using a newer style Senko nail gun. I used to my other old nail guns were all Porter cables, and I actually liked those better. They kind of quit making the one that I liked. It was a lot lighter. This Senko's, they work really good, but it's a heavier gun. But it works good. Right here I'm getting the door opening kind of situated. Right here I'm cutting the trimmers for the door opening, and I got 4 of those to cut. There's going to be 2 doors that are the same size in these two interior rake walls. Right here I'm using a Bigfoot skill saw, and I'm cutting this big header for the bead. Now this was a leftover piece of header material for my outside walls. You don't really need to use this big of a header on an interior door wall, but since I had it, I went ahead and stuck it in there, and might as well use it. Right there I'm putting in the last piece of this rake wall. And all I need to do is put this top double plate on, and that'll finish up this little wall. A lot of times I'll use these clamps to straighten out the wood before I nail it, just to keep it flush. That seems to work pretty good. Here we're laying out the next wall. Now I got to build a whole nother rake wall, and I'm going to show you how I do it on the ground. Now I've got basically I squared up some snap lines on the ground on the plywood and snapped them, and I've got marks for where this rake wall is going to go, so I can cut each piece individually. And the way I figured out how to do it myself was basically I cut all the blocks and basically used the wall to make sure it was really nice and straight, and used the blocks to do that. And then I didn't build it on the ground, but I built each piece with the blocks. That way when I went to put them up, they were all connected together, and I could just it turned out to be pretty simple. It wasn't too bad. You can see right here I got basically the whole rake wall built on the floor, and then right here I just start standing them up one at a time, and if all goes well, it ends up a nice rake wall. And it's a lot easier if half the blocks are already nailed on. Right there, my nail gun blew my hat right off. Thanks for watching part 4 of building your house by yourself. So far you can see we've got all the exterior walls in, and we've got all the rake walls done. Yeah, I've got all the double blocking all the way around. That kind of helps keep everything nice and straight. But yeah, so far we're just about ready to start sheeting, and the next phase will be, the next video will be basically sheeting this whole thing by myself. And yeah, anyway, thanks very much for watching the video and supporting the channel. Please subscribe, like the video, and I will see you next time. Later.
There he goes, it's a working man.